like a thumbs up or ass with noise. Yeah. We're not in Berlin. Here's a microphone for Are we okay with sound in the back? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. You're on Karate Explosion with Cinema Sophia. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Oh, hey. That's good. That's suitable. Any phone calls? Yeah. No. You in there? Totally. You want to do me a favor? Pull that back. Try to get a wider shot so we're all in. Hey, caller, you're on Karate Explosion.
Hi, listen, I heard that you switched the band this now. I think that's really shitty of you. Because a couple of weeks ago, I heard you said that you like Wolf Eyes, which are noise music.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I appreciate Wolf Eyes. I appreciate noise music. I appreciate what everybody does. I just, I didn't realize there was gonna be, a pain to set up, and it's an experiment. Public access television, and sometimes things go a little bit wrong, and that's okay. So sorry about that if I offended you or whatever.
I think that you need to apologize to the band.
I'm not going to do that.
Really rude of you.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it's not necessary. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But, I mean, if you guys want to talk about your whole story, by all means, please do.
All right.
I'm going to hold that a little bit,
Yeah. Basically, I guess our story would be that we were thinking about, we were going to play, and then a few of the people, like most of the band, was probably was busy and that sort of thing. So we thought,
you're telling the story for tonight. I thought you meant the story.
The story in general.
Please continue.
Oh, the story for tonight. But yeah, so I was home for Thanksgiving, and I went
called
to
you.
and
asked you to.
yeah, and he called me, and I was out the next day, and I found some suitcases, and there were three suitcases, and they were $6 for all three of them. And I thought, it would be really easy to fit all the electronic
Can we
equipment
put our numbers
have
back on the screen?
into one thing. So we decided to do that. And when everyone basically couldn't come tonight, I felt bad because there was yesterday we basically found out we can't do an acoustic thing or anything like that because there wouldn't be enough people. And I was like, well, maybe we should try and do something interesting that's not on the record. So we got guy here, Travis, who generally handles our electronics live.
Okay.
And Miles here, who's he's a good friend, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I know he does a lot of fun, interesting noise stuff on his own, so I brought him on, and we decided to just take some of the elements from the record and do improv with them.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to come across like a jerk.
No, it's fine. I
in the
understand.
future, I'd like to be informed that kind of thing. I mean, just so we know, that's all.
And I mean, I completely understand. And that, honestly, the second time, the files on the computer are gone. We play with a 5-piece band generally, and it doesn't sound really anything like that. That was actually 3 different songs at once, trying to sound like one song.
Yeah. So, do you guys playing around here by any chance? You have a record out?
Yeah, we got a record out now called Die Like It. It's actually a rock record. So it's completely different than anything we're doing tonight. And actually, Travis and I basically are here. We're doing basically improv, and we're only 2/5 of the band. So the actual rest of the band, actually, Jay's probably watching right now and laughing at me.
He is. He's
Yeah.
laughing his ass off right now.
He's laughing at that because he told me he said Landis, don't go on television ever. Because the last time we went on television, someone back around 3 or 4 years ago, the girl was actually her entire family was killed that night. So we have a bad history with him.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know we had a little bit of an exchange about stripping things down, but that's ultimately I don't know.
We thought honestly we could with the suitcase thing fit everything in the suitcase.
Yeah.
Just open the suitcase, but it didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
So
well, that's public access television, I suppose. But yeah, whoever called, I guess I know it's a friend of yours, I think, who's called in before. Sorry, I guess things are a little bit stressful, but especially when you don't know exactly what's going on. But yeah, I guess thanks for coming in, I suppose.
sorry about that.
They're on,
that's really not what
they're on. They're on. What's your record label called?
D-Cell.
D-Cell Records, which is based out of Texas.
It was